Hey my little stars, what's up? Welcome to today's video. As you can probably tell, I look a bit different. That's because today is going to be a little bit different. Today I'm going to be talking about something very, very close to my heart. I'm going to be talking about mental health and ways we can overcome this and the struggles people face and how you're not alone. And if you follow my Instagram, Sarah and Stars, I'll put the details down below. I post positive quotes on there regularly, and I try and use makeup as a way to, I've found it helps my mental health, and hopefully it can help you guys feel good about yourselves and feel positive. So I just wanted to do a video that sort of connects the two. Just a warning here, obviously we will be discussing issues such as depression, low moods, I'll try not to discuss it too much, but you know, suicide and how we can overcome them. Obviously if this isn't something you want to watch, then that's totally fine. I'll be back soon with a makeup video, but there are going to be lots of tips and tricks on how to improve your mood, lots of services that are available, primarily the ones that are in the UK. I'm not quite sure internationally, but please look, they are, Google and they will come up with so many services in your area wherever you are in the world. So if that's the video you'd be interested in watching, then please stay tuned. I thought I'd start off with why I've gone for this kind of look, and that is because mental health, a low mood, depression, stress, anxiety, schizophrenia or eating disorders, lots of struggles that people face can look like this, and they can look like this. Sometimes it's, you know, hiding away and in your bed and not sure and not feeling great, and then some days it's going out and about, getting dressed up, going out for dinner, going to a party. It can be all kinds of things, but it doesn't mean that sometimes, you know, you're not struggling, but you're not alone by any means. It's really hard sometimes for it to be discussed, but the world is becoming more open about talking about it, but I feel really, really passionate about making that conversation louder. I myself struggle with depression and anxiety. It's a topic close to my heart, you know. I want people to feel that just because you've got a mental health problem does not mean that there's anything wrong. It does not mean that, you know, you still can't have a positive day. It doesn't mean that you can't smile or be happy, because sometimes you have days where your brain just feels like it all gets a bit too much, and that's okay. That is okay to feel like that. It's not a terrible thing, you know. I find the first way to deal with, you know, a low mood, you know, in whichever sense that is to go, okay, this is how I feel, you know, feel, and then you can heal from there. Or something I've always found, obviously accepting yourself and loving yourself is something that, you know, is so important, but it can take some steps to get there, and the first thing to do with that is just accept that you are who you are, and that is amazing. Whatever it is that helps you find peace and acceptance of yourself, that is so important. I'm using the NHS website for reference. You know, you guys can access these resources as well. I just typed in mental health in NHS into Google and it came up. And one of the things to do is really, really important to look after your mental well-being is to make sure that you try, even no matter how big or small, have something you're really proud of, something that made you smile today. Like for example, for me on a bad day, sometimes I can't get out of bed. I don't really want to eat anything. I try and stay hydrated, but you know, I just want to stay in bed and maybe watch TV or read a book or just sleep. And that's me on a bad day sometimes, but that's okay, because I know that some days there are days when I'm able to go out, obviously lockdown pending, but you know, I'm able to go out, or I was able to go to work. There are some days when my accomplishments are I get out of bed and I have a shower, and then I'm really proud of myself because I did it. I got out of bed, I had a shower, put on some fresh pyjamas. I may have then got back into bed, but that's fine, that's okay, because I know I did it. I had a shower. Maybe I'll do a face mask, or you know, watch some TV with my boyfriend, or something that may seem small, but when you're not feeling good, it's really, really important. So be proud of yourself, you know, for all these little tasks you do that are little tasks, when they're, you know, they're accomplishments, especially when you're not feeling good. So be proud of yourself. If you've had something to eat today, if you've had plenty to drink, if you know, opened a window and had a breath of fresh air, then that is so good and well done. You know, if you went to work today, if you had to look after your kids today, that's amazing, and you should be so proud of yourself. You can do it. You are doing it every day. You're battling, you know, thoughts and dark thoughts, and you're doing that by having small achievements. No matter how big or small, something that makes you smile, even just a smidgen, even if you don't want to, if, you know, you feel like you just want to have a cry, that's fine, you do that. But maybe after, there might be something to smile. Something as simple as seeing a cute dog out for a walk outside your window. For me, that makes my day. It could be that you see a family member or your best friend. It could be that you eat your favourite snack. It could be anything at all, no matter how big, no matter how small. Just try and see if there's something that makes you smile, or even better, something that makes you laugh, and just something that when you lie in bed that night and sometimes your mind's racing a bit, you know, we all can have our minds going, that you can think, yeah, but there was that little thing that made me smile, and that was really lovely. Those little things are what make life beautiful, and they are there to be appreciated and there to inspire you to reach, you know, a place of real happiness. And the other technique that I use, I've seen it on a few other mental health pages, it's not one that I've come up with at all, it's something that I use, you know, grounding techniques. Sometimes when you're having, you know, a panic attack or a very low mood, or very, very dark thoughts that are just taking you down a road, you can feel so overwhelmed, and like that's all there is in that moment, that's all you feel is these dark thoughts. One of the most effective ways of overcoming those that I found is by going, okay, it's scary to do, because you don't, you know, your brain's telling you to listen to those thoughts, but then the other half of you is going, no. Wherever you are, whether you're inside or outside, stop and go, okay, I can see, like for example now, I can see my mirror and I can see my makeup brushes, and if I was, you know, I can see out my window, and for you it might be I can see a daisy, you know, I can hear my family talking downstairs, I can hear dinner cooking here, I can smell dinner cooking, I can feel the carpet under my feet, or softness of my pajamas. If you've got a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, you know, something like that, I can taste something, and it can really just help you just bring what's really going on around you, and it can really help that problem seem a little bit smaller. Because, you know, there's all these thoughts telling you it's hard and it's difficult, and whatever it is, no matter whatever the thought is, how big or small, can help you just see it in a different light. And sometimes that's all you need. All you need is just to go, I'm here, I'm having a panic, take nice deep breaths, what can I see, what can I hear, and it can just be very calming and be very self-soothing. And I find that's a really nice way of looking after your brain sometimes, and I do it all the time. It's something you can just do in your head on the bus or at home, or you can tell someone, talking to a counsellor or something, and then, you know, you can do it together. That could be an idea. That's definitely a technique that really, really works. The other point I wanted to make is never ever feel that there is any shame in asking for help, because there isn't. Asking for help is the bravest thing you will ever do. That is so brave, and that is so amazing, and there is no shame in it. There is nothing but pure strength, and you deserve a pat on the back, because once you've made that initial, and you know, please can I have some guidance, then you've made the first step on your journey to, you know, falling in love with yourself, and that is exactly what you need to do. So many ways of accessing help in the UK, obviously through the NHS. There are also private, you know, organisations, charities. I've got a few numbers here, I'll pop down in the description box below. There's all kinds of support for depression, anxiety, stress. There's things online, you know, suicide prevention. There's all kinds, eating disorders, anything like that. There's all kinds of support, and just taking just those few seconds just to go, I'm not doing too great. That's okay. No one is going to judge you for that. No one is going to think you're a bad person or anything. Like, you are amazing. Like, you did it. You asked for some help, and that is amazing. You know, you've been battling these thoughts for so long, and There is no shame if you find that counselling helps, so therapy, phoning, say, for the Samaritans, if that helps, that's amazing. If medication helps, I personally am on medication, I find that does help me, that's brilliant, but some people that might not work, and that's fine. You might find that going and meeting a friend for coffee once a week, right, and you decide we're going to meet for coffee once a week, again, COVID pending, then that's fabulous. You go and you do that, and you are working towards yourself, and that is amazing, and you should be really, really proud of yourself. There is so much help out there. You are so loved, and people will pick you up and wrap you in love and in a bubble, I promise. There are so many people, even if your brain tells you otherwise, so many people who care about you and love you, and you are wonderful, and the world needs you. You make it a brighter place, and we love you, we need you, and we hear you. We hear your voice where say you need some help or some support, you're not feeling good. We hear you, and we are here for you. So never ever forget that, okay? Promise, never forget that. I really hope this video has been helpful. It's only a short one. Don't know if it's something you guys want to watch or not. I'm trying to, you know, be more positive and deal with mental health. But just remember, whether you have a day where you just can't even get out of bed, whether you have a day where you're all fab and, you know, you've had a haircut and you're feeling good, or put some makeup on or got dressed, it's still okay to not feel good, and it's still okay to ask for help. You're still strong. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, your ethnicity, your background, your religion, anything like that. You deserve love, you deserve peace, and the world loves you, and we all care for you, and there is so much support out there. So please take care of yourselves, my little stars. I love you loads. And my inbox is on my Instagram, Sarah and Stars. It's always open, and comments down below. Let's get the discussion going. Let's talk about mental health. I love you all so much. I'll pop some websites and phone numbers in the description box below if you ever need that little bit of support. You take care of yourselves. I love you all.